All right, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. It's actually me. I really need to figure out a different way to do those clips. I need OBS to have the some sort of different playlist thing. So, excuse me. Wait a minute. Have some kind of randomizer where it picks videos from a folder. Nuja, would you believe that's exactly how it works now? And it doesn't work that great. It doesn't work that great. Because specifically, one of the big reasons is it clips off the last like 2 seconds from the end of every video, which is a bummer, and kind of ruins the joke of some earlier clips before I realized it did that. But like we were talking about a little bit yesterday, what that, the other thing that it does is it does not show, it seems to randomly pick just like 12 clips and that's it. So there's a lot of clips that that you just don't see and don't pop up as often. And so I'm curious if there is a way that, you know, one, I would love to build different playlists so that I could have like clips from scary games for Scaretober, and then, you know, I would like to have a little control over that, but then also it would be nice if it like actually randomized it. So, you know. Okay. Are you using local videos or Twitch clips? I'm using local videos. I have all of these clips local on my goddamn computer. I would love to not have to have all of these local on my goddamn computer. I would love to have that 17 gigs of space. Oh, my hard drives. Sequelitis to play Dark Cloud 2. God, is Dark Cloud 2 has to be on Sequelitis. It's gotta be on the wheel already. If not, I'll make sure it's there, but it's gotta be on. It's gotta be on. Oh, this is Ratchet and Clank. I don't know, one of the later ones. Ratchet and Clank new. No. Firebot has a random from folder and random Twitch clip setting in the play video folder. New just says Kraken time. Great. There you go. Play video action. How would I utilize that? Fun!
Fun and games. I said.
On hello. Overlay widgets.
Fun and games.
Fun hello. No. There's no overlay widget for a video. Where did you overlay widget for OBS, play video action pointed to that overlay widget, set to play random file? My overlay widgets, I don't have anything that says that it would play a video. I like your intro time of the trans ride alert played. That was great. Fuck yeah. Oh, did somebody do? Yeah. Fuck yeah, trans rides. Fun, hello. You don't need a widget, just an overlay instance. Oh, but how would I trigger the action? How would I trigger the action? Some sort of maybe time-based? It's an event that triggers when you go to your AFK BRB screen. Yeah, is there scene? When the scene is changed, can I add a filter? Scene name is, hang on. Idle. Yes. Video. Random from folder. Oh, fucking here we go. Wait for the video to finish before allowing the next effect to play. Definitely do that. Default instant, overlay instance, video clips. Add. Save. You'll need to set up a loop, but that's a bit harder to explain through chat. Why would you derail Matt when I want a game doll? Carnation's like, what the fuck, dude? We were gonna do game doll. I gotta take a nap. Okay, hang on.
Matt!
Okay, it's being weird, so I'll fuss with it. I'll fuss with it after. I'll fuss with it after. Is this like Total War something? Empire? No. No. Oh, Carnation says Assassin's Creed 3. Guess what? Because of course Carnation is right. Carnation's like, I gotta take a nap. Let me get my fucking points, man. Let me get my points, man. Who wears purple sneakers? It totally looks like an RTS. It totally doesn't because it's the artwork. It's not an in-game, it's not a game screenshot. She was like, hurry up, I'm ready with all the answers. Everyone shut up. Matt, shut up with what you're doing. I mean, I'm gonna guess Hawkeye. I don't think it's Hawkeye, but no. Oh, what's his name from Celeste? What's his name from Celeste? I don't remember. I should play more of that. It's mattcaulder. That's it. mattcaulder. That's who it is. That's who it is. What if I, successful YouTuber mattcaulder, got put into a video game and then that character got added to Gamedle and then I had to guess myself? Theo. How funny would that be? Nugget, Grandpa, Chainsaw, Generator. Nugget, Left 4 Dead 2. I do think maybe it's dead. Yeah, Nugget is strange. I agree, but also, okay. Toolboxes, fuse box, bone scraps, car battery. I do think maybe, yeah, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're right. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let me tell you, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is an incredible movie that I will recommend to anyone who enjoys horror movies. Literally, Chainsaw was the first clue. Come on, gamers. Chainsaw was not the first clue, Jackie. It was the third clue. Get your facts straight. Fine, you got me. It's not Patapon. The game was good, better than Dead by Daylight on a match-by-match basis. I still think Evil Dead, the game, was better than any of them. Brian and I played Texas Chainsaw Massacre one time, and it was bad because the survivors were so good at the game. They just like clowned on me and Brian. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was painful. So there's no multiplayer. Nier's a good guess. Tunic is not a good guess. There's no third person in Tunic. Near is a good guess. Okay. It's not an RPG or a beat 'em up. The hell is Tunic if not third person, Matt? Isometric. Max Payne. That is on PC. Don't give me the face. Don't you make the big face at me. Okay. That's very funny. It's 2001, single player, in-house engine, which is very funny. It is a shooter.
An egg appeared and was surrounded by an island with people, animals, an entire world.
I mean, Halo is
Verily, it be
the next guess.
when I dost awaken,
Why not Halo?
only the memory of this dreamland.
Single player, that's true. Halo, I always gotta remember Halo. I never played any Halo multiplayer until like 2 or 3, and so to me, those games don't have multiplayer.
Let us awaken.
Does Wolfenstein have a third-person view? The fun thing about first-person shooters is trying to remember which ones have. Oh, Metal Gear Solid 2 is a great guess. Is trying to remember which ones have third-person modes when you're on like a turret or something. Amazing. Great guess, honestly, like one shot. Wait, why are there so many Metal Gear Solid 2 games? There's not. There's one was Metal Gear 2. One is Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, the original release. And one is Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, which is a re-release of Sons of Liberty that has additional story content and extra modes. Both Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 were released multiple times. (2001) no multiplayer third-person shooter that's not Max Payne. Twin Snakes, yes. Also, Twin Snakes was based off of 1 though. Twin Snakes was based off of the first one. I recognize this. No, I think this is like a dungeon. This is stone. That's spray paint? I think Sage is right. Oh, wait. Well, it looks like stone. What's near that barrel at the bottom? It looks like a bottle. Oh, you're right. This is the Star Wars language. That's the Star Wars language. That's whatever they call the Star Wars language. Yep. Oh, yeah, look at that. Arabesh, that's it. I will play this when there isn't an active strike on Ubisoft. I don't know if they've called for a boycott, but just personally, I'm gonna wait. A bunch of angry soldiers spend hours throwing explosives at a skyscraper until it decides to lie down and ruin the map for everyone. Wouldn't there be more than one? Star Wars has a whole big universe. They only have one language. Yeah, that's the Aurebesh is the shared trade language. It's like written common. Battlefield is very funny. Battlefield is very funny. I don't. One of the newer ones had, yeah. One of the newer ones had like terrain 5. It kind of doesn't matter what the other things are. 4. It's 4. I was like, one of the newer ones, they went back to having like big destructible things. Yeah. The ultimate simulator for jumping out of a multi-million-dollar fighter jet just to shoot a rocket at another jet and land back in your own. Yeah. Which is very Battlefield. Which is very Battlefield. All right, hang on. Oh, right, I can't do this here because it won't work because it's not on the right overlay. Okay. Well, then I guess we'll just play video games. We play games here sometimes. We play games here a lot of times. I hate video games. Enjoy Scrandle on your own because it's not co-working. Yeah, if you want to play Scrandle, fucking go with God. Oh man, I didn't know Tears of Metal was out. Oh, fuck. I didn't know Tears of Metal was out. Oh, shit. I believe Silver and I need some points. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I'm joking. That's fair. I did forget. Who did I just do? Tears of Metal sounds like an RGG game title. No, this one doesn't have any sexual abusers in it, so it's actually good. We played the demo for this. This is the Scottish roguelike Dynasty Warriors. I wish I could write a search for if I had uploaded a YouTube video for something. That would be great. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work, but I would love that. Yeah, Tears of Metal looks great. That's so many mushy peas in today's Scrandle. They're just disappointing. All right. So. We are, This is wild. One of the choices are potatoes free, taken from the grave of King Frederick II. That's wild. That's wild. I wish there was an easy way to get RSS feeds and stuff into a Discord server. It would be nice to be able to do some nice, keep up to date with stuff. But, so we need to start working on our statements. It's time to review our statements. I thought you could do that. You can. There's just it's annoying, and you usually have to pay for a bot to do it automated. And I looked into it once, and it was like I was like, this is a pain in the ass for no reason.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
You think it'd be an easy freeway?
Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it, until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
I already see a discrepancy.
And Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer.
Is this in periphery? Dee, I hope everything with the dentist went well.
Back, she had her father with her.
Please rest and take care of yourself.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were down on the body of poor Freya.
Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's
okay.
Disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
No.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
No, there's some very specific discrepancies. They did a very good job. I'm just post-face drilling. Ugh. I mean, that's fair. That's completely fair. My kids are very patient. It's just me and them, so we're waiting in the room, taking turns battling a TCG pocket. Well, that's cute. They did a very good job. They did a very good job. All right.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody? I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well,
My room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
How's Tangle Tower treating you? It's going really well. We've been talking to everybody, and we've gotten we've gotten everybody's original statements, and now we got to start asking questions and starting to piece stuff together. You may have cool cards, Matt, but D and BDL have cool kids. That's true. I do not have any cool kids. I do not have any cool kids. Speaking of cool cards. Excuse me. Did you get rid? You have cool kids, Casper and Grimm. Oh, listen. Let me tell you about my cool kids. Ugh. All right.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah.
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable.
This really makes me wonder about the second half of this photo. Grimm and Casper are not cool. They're not. Grimm specifically yelled in my face as I was sleeping. So
there are two families living in Tangle Tower?
I'm just gonna start with Poppy.
And 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
Is this...
There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. And there's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too peaceful. Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
I mean, that's the same question I had.
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols?
Hey, this is Boggy.
Yeah, weird.
Hey, that statue's Boggy? Did I just realize this? Did everybody else realize this? That statue's Boggy?
This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
I thought it might be. Yeah, it wasn't until it was like big and I was like, wait a minute.
Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone or signed by anyone?
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you. When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps.
There's blood. Listen, it doesn't have to help to be a clue.
Sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything. What was inside?
Nothing.
Huh. It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes. Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself. Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do. Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No. Should we have?
No, it's just... It looks like something she'd use, don't you think? Oh, you've been to the greenhouse?
Just gotta ask everybody about everything.
Impressive, I guess. But kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Yeah, he does that. That belongs to Flora, I think. I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry,
I'm sure that's fine.
If it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes. Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it. Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly.
Oh, how nice. Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano.
How do you not know then? There's only so many people.
To keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
Does Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective. Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right.
Looked away and looked back and you found a goth? You know, they pop up sometimes.
Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual. You get some weird insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously.
'Cause she likes bugs, man.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized. Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me, if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
All right, start at the top.
314 cases solved.
314?
Now hang on. We have this icon. Oh, it's that.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Yeah, you used to like it.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
The photo.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Ah, I see.
The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Oh. Sally getting in here.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, she doesn't want to look like that anymore.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that paint cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
But we've solved her suspicion. Let's go check out the garden. We unlocked that. We didn't go there yet.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Lute statue. A slightly weathered statue of a strange creature holding a lute. It's boggy. It's so boggy. It's very fun. Find 3 statues of a certain amphibious creature. Ooh. We found the lute statue, the horn statue, and the harp statue.
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Oh yeah. What are you supposed they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it. That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon.
There's bugs everywhere.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly.
The roses are normal.
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
Oh good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny, tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
Trees. On a roof.
In a garden.
In a garden. On a roof. It's the door into Fitz's room.
One of only 2 ways to get into the garden.
Oh yeah. The door into Poppy's room.
So only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
Huh. I guess so.
Okay. Let's start talking to Hawkshaw.
Quite the stoic statue, isn't she? I can only dream of being as cold and indifferent as Flora Fellow.
You think she's hiding something?
Perhaps. She has some strange habits. I heard she barely sleeps, an hour here or there, sporadically. Spends the rest of her time staring up at the sky.
That's weird.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious. Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition. No focus.
In her defense,
Damn.
she's still a teenager.
Barely. Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle Tower. Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, Detective.
Okay, but you could tell me.
I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless. Professor Pointer is a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
That's true.
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoilt child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse. Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
Okay. Things that I think Hawkshaw would be interested in.
These people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
Yes.
Conveniently left anonymous. It's useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No.
No.
All right. Well, we'll just start at the top
Tangle
then.
Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Thank you.
You searched the whole place?
I believe so. Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
Huh. I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that. I was disappointed too. You truly consider this a case file?
What's wrong with it?
No organization, no system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once. Yeah, it helps me think.
How quaint.
Well, that just seems rude.
Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
We're working on it.
That's a no then.
Hang on.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
So did she step out of Bloodborne into the wrong game? she's very overbearing.
Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence?
Excuse me.
Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking. You got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
It was empty yesterday, too?
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
Perhaps it's always been empty.
A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
I like anything.
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last. The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told? Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
Mm-hmm.
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And...
Nivy!
What is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oil.
Nivy, hello.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
I forgot I wanted to wake up early for this.
The people here are surprisingly materialistic.
Well, good news. There's always the Twitch font.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth?
I would mass produce them so we could stop doing mining. And I would flood the market so that they had no real value.
Library. One of hundreds, no doubt.
You enjoying this so far? Yeah.
Special?
These are great.
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, these are great.
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference.
It looks like they had some sort of board. This is some sort of like conspiracy board.
Freya. Could be important. Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange.
Gotta vanish for the day. Have a rad afternoon. So have a great rest of your day. Thank you for your help with the video thing.
It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
I'd tell him not to quit his day job. But he hasn't got one, has he?
Damn.
These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
Some breed of amphibious humanoid. Potentially bipedal. Although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
I love little references. That's fun.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would. Don't you consider that important evidence, do you?
I do, yeah.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Damn.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree. It doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
1 of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music. Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Yes.
Not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
Okay. Let's go to the greenhouse. Hey, Fitz. Hey, we learned some interesting things.
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong
That was
way,
one of them.
but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's, well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good. Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Doubt, yeah.
Something wrong? Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
Yes.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
Okay.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to. This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony?
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny, inedible fruit?
You look at it.
You look at it. Oh, man.
It's of
Y'all.
interest to me, but I overheard Poppy and Freya talking about it once.
What were they saying?
They were arguing about something, but I can't remember the details. That looks like it might belong to Poppy. How odd.
What do you think that is in Flora's hand?
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her after the murder. But there's something bothering me. Something else.
What?
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well, she probably would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all. She was kneeling on the floor. I was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound. We thought it was. Poppy was with me. Flora's room was knocked on the door and shouted.
Okay.
Nobody responded.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Flora was there too, but I barely. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Poppy left the room for a while.
Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow.
Right. Okay. I got a name mixed up. So I was like, how did Poppy leave the room? I got mixed up.
It's an egg with feet.
It was locked, but we opened it, but it was empty.
Fun story.
You know, that's fair.
That belongs to Poppy.
Okay.
So why is it up in Flora's tower?
I'm not sure. That looks like it might belong to Poppy. There's something off about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly.
I mean, I'm just gonna do that now. Flora's room. I'm having a hard time keeping the names straight because so many of them are so similar.
Freya's painting supplies.
The theme naming is backfiring, yeah.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Freya's painting supplies.
I have a theory.
We're at the top of the tower, right?
I think so. Why?
Doesn't matter. It's nothing. That's the only door in and out of the room.
It's also on the floor.
Sure is. Guessing it's not supposed to be down there.
Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried, in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks. Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting. It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
3 is.
Right. But if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Checkmate.
Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
Felix made that? Huh. That's quite sweet, really. What's with the broken glass?
You know?
Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
Oh, I did miss the paint in the lens. Oh, because I got confused because I asked about the fruit.
Paints are different to flowers.
I'd say so, yeah.
At any time, flowers can bloom with perfect, faultless colors. Red, blue, white. With paint, once you've tainted a color by mixing it with others, not even the most skilled painter can return it to its pure form.
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
I like everyone thinks this is Fifi's. That's very fun.
Those petals, they,
What?
They're red. I I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. That's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
Lying to the person investigating the murder on that is wild. I'm gonna say that.
Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone.
Okay, that's a weird response.
Tools. Used by a gardener for gardening.
Okay.
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her, but she had a way of understanding unspoken things. A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it.
I said it.
I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
I don't even think he's that secretly miserable. I think it's pretty obvious.
She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh. you don't need to.
No. It's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it.
She's like a genius. Like, that's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Most people aren't. So, like, it's fine.
She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms, or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others.
Damn.
I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility. Did you not know that?
Oh. The boys are being good.
Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input. Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
What? Oh,
Did
hi,
you know the
Graham.
sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
Don't look at me. You're the one who memorized it.
What are you up to? What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there?
Boy, let me tell you, I really love these boys when they're not yelling for dinner or screaming in my face while I'm sleeping. Outside of those two instances, I sure like having them around. But boy, let me tell you, those two instances.
Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait, is that me?
Okay.
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it. Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct?
Oh, yes. The book is
Oh.
old.
Oh my God.
Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
Oh, hello, Graham.
Misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Hi, Graham. What you doing, baby cat?
Okay, he's gonna go sit in the cat spot.
There used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question.
I love that everybody has their own little musical themes. I do really enjoy that.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all three of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah,
The
that's...
one on your head.
On my head? It's just my hat. It doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
That's really funny. That's very funny. That's very funny.
You know,
who'd name their hat?
Probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you.
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest. Finally! I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
Only last week I asked that miserable Hawkshaw woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me. Accused me of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist.
I mean, that sounds like you though, if I'm honest. Oh, you know what I want to ask you about before I get too distracted thinking about things?
Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Damn. Is it a bird she wears as a hat or a hat shaped like a bird? I think it's a hat that's shaped like a bird. I think it's just a hat that's shaped like a bird. Okay. I'm curious about something really quick. As I'm starting to put together
Pretty.
what I think may have happened.
It's too cloudy.
It's also daytime. Come on in, Raiders. Fuck you, mattcaulder.
Emily! Is that Goose Calder I see? Chad, is it okay if you get a fursona forced upon you? Is that how that works? Emily, hello.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Is it a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
Fifi's got
What
something.
is all this?
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Which one do you think fits me? I don't know. I've never really considered on what animal I may or may not be. It's not really been a thing. Oh, it's a hint button. I was like, this sure seems like a hint, but I wonder what this does. This is Flora's room. I felt Goose was apt. I see it.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either.
You know?
It's Freya's bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy.
Do you think this was...
I don't know.
No windows either.
Painting supplies.
What do we think?
That's weird.
What did you find in the drawer?
Nothing. They're completely empty.
What do we think I'm supposed to find in here? I don't, that's my secret. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Hi, Mr. Grimm. Hi, Mr. Grimm. Okay, he's leaving.
A lot of these paintings look unfinished.
How can you tell if they're finished or not?
Good point. Drawings taped up on the wall.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing together in a garden. One of them's holding a red rose.
Freya's drawings. I'll just run away. I'm small and fast. You'll never catch me. I don't think that's true. Drawing of Poppy and Fitz. Fitz giving Poppy that red rose, which I'm sure is totally chill. Hey, buddy. I have a quick question. Just when you have a second.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done?
Puts a Bulbasaur card under a box held up by a stack with a string attached. There's so many things you could use to catch Fawn in a little box.
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking.
Emily, how are you doing
She
today?
must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others, anyway.
To be fair, you might catch me or Matt. Nah, I'm too wily. I'm not gonna get something under a box. Squirrel Man is cutting holes in my ceiling. What a sentence. What a sentence.
Hey, that's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that?
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones, like he's in the recording studio with his guitar. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
How do you not?
I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet.
Past 2 weeks or so, dead squirrel stink. Boys got fleas. I dislocated my knee. We're a mess. Oh yeah, I did see that you were saying that the boys got fleas. That's really frustrating. That always sucks. I would use Digimon cards for Matt. Maybe. Maybe. Again, they're under a box. You know. All right, how do you feel?
Yes, it's my, my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar.
In the meantime, I'm trying to apply for college while doing my full-time job and shadowing for a vet clinic. So I'm busy or something, I don't know.
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them? Even this one of...
Yes.
I'm forming a theory.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room.
There we go.
Something.
Let's ask her about it.
Emily! Thank you for all the points. Get flexed on. Emily, when are y'all doing Mecha Chameleon tonight? Everybody should go watch everybody doing Mecha Chameleon. Oh god. 7.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's
I can't wait to be bad at that.
I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses.
Failed we can be bad together.
Who they belong to.
I think y'all will do better than you think. But
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden.
Easy man.
I can't imagine what you're getting at.
Easy man, hello.
Doesn't matter.
You doubt how bad my eyes are?
Rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room.
I think you just gotta be clever.
Something from a garden to which I have no access.
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
right.
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
Fuck yeah, trans rights. Easy man, how you doing today?
Accusing me of.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them.
Birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know
If Matt is Goose, does that make Brian Maverick?
Oh my God. I'm guessing you got.
Oh my God.
Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden. Let's take a closer look at these.
Oh, it's the yellow and green one.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
Get a massage today? Hell yeah.
I can't stand it!
Got her.
Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days, but being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think y'all will have a lot of time with Mecha Chameleon. Can someone choose Squirrel Man? I want more coffee. Can you not get more coffee? What's... He's building around your coffee maker. Just be like, hey, dog. Listen.
Name, Freya Fellow.
The whole living room is tarped. Oh my god.
Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became, 1, increasingly independent, and 2, increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
The big empty space in the middle of the map bothers me.
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
So just all of y'all have autism. Okay.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No.
Hey, Emily, you good?
Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the 2 possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, though.
What did the boys do?
He is quite correct. Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin.
Emily, are you trying to get around Squirrel Man? What's happening?
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left Tangle Tower a long time ago.
And what about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly 1 grandparent. Name, Hawkshaw. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being
No, it's fine. I don't care.
Weirdo nerd with a clipboard. Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Okay, well, I can appreciate that.
See eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Squirrel Man's my favorite Soundgarden track.
And you've got to be just barely 5.
Squirrel Man!
Exactly 1 week ago,
Come and help me with this, squirrel.
he was making every effort to avoid detection.
Vent
He
me!
was also carrying a knife. Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession? None.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh, yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me. Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her. Name, Poppy Pointer.
No, you both don't like your name. There's...
Profession, oh. Apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope?
Oh yes, it has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
So Hawkshaw lied when they said it was for a little pocket microscope.
This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Oh my god. Or Fifi is lying. It seems very unlikely to me that Fifi is lying about the scientific use of an object.
Is she laughing?
This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right, but why?
I do not know why. The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days.
I'm forming an idea.
There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz. I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
Okay.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Okay.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Mm-hmm.
I require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell.
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene.
Apart from the one in the painting.
Which, as a mere abstract representation, does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
Wow. It's the first time for everything.
The statue itself does not interest me, but I do wish to know about those symbols on the harp. Have you deciphered their meaning yet?
We're working on it.
We are?
We are working on it.
Curious. Freya is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed a test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course. That belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs. The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other.
Mm-hmm.
Do not know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
Huh. What about?
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
Hang on.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope.
Okay, cool. Thank you, game.
Something.
Let's ask her about it.
We'll do that on the way to this.
What is
I think it's a family tree.
So this is Freya. This is Fifi. Felix and Flora. Do I have a favorite character? I like Hawkshaw. Hawkshaw's pretty good. So Felicia Fellow is his half-sister. Yes? Yes. So Freya is his niece. And Fitz is his nephew. Freya is his niece once removed. The typography choices in this are very interesting. Squirrel Man took a lunch break, so I got more coffee. There are 4 holes in my ceiling. Emily, can we talk about the 10,000 slashes that you put in my chat?
Pretty. Penelope Pointer. We met her. She is one of the suspects.
Like, I'm not mad. I'm just like, what happened? That was Magnus or Taco.
Lord Fellow.
Looks like he was married twice.
Scandal.
Felicia Fellow.
Freya's mother.
I guess she doesn't live here anymore.
That seems unlikely because they were each individual lines. I literally wasn't here. No, I'm just asking. I'm just like, hey, what happened?
Finally, we get to investigate a murder in a spooky mansion.
It's not that spooky, really.
Was it possibly Squirrel Man?
Don't ruin this.
Did Squirrel Man break into your... He broke into your room and tried to, It was like you hit /enter over and over again. Yeah. Which is why it seems weird, right? If it was 10,000 in a row, sure, yeah.
This little microphone.
No, I had eyes on Squirrel Man. Never take your eyes off Squirrel Man.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
You're searching for...
That's not right. That's not right.
Hey, bar. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby cat. I guess it's Magnus. I had to scoop Taco as he tried to eat the insulation. Oh, don't do that. Yes.
Thanks.
That makes sense. The bug that's gold.
Or in the greenhouse. This beetle.
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Because it's not a microscope at all.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
Also, sorry for being an active chatter, man. I gave Magnus one job. The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it.
The hole against him, he has no fingies. He's trying the only way he can.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective, naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy.
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. and so I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with
Emily, you got to make him one of those soundboards, or don't.
Professor Pointer who had hired me.
This is horrible.
Consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Mm-hmm. Hungry, 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 sad. Yeah, Aaron sent me a bunch of those on TikTok a while ago. And I was just like, no, we're never doing this. God didn't give these animals the ability to speak, and who am I to go against that?
The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless, unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible?
Depends.
On what?
On the structural integrity of your teeth.
I have 4 buttons for Taco, but he doesn't understand. That's hilarious.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time.
That's so religious lately, everything about God. Listen, I'm just saying, you know, maybe the problem with America now is we've forgotten the truth.
My book.
And what's in it?
Pages. A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
Because he has red paint, there's just in a different area. We got the true God Mufasa from fanart.lionking.org.
Poppy leaves shards of glass all over this statue.
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be? I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh.
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say
I would
what.
worship Mufasa if I can get on it then. Chop chop.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next! Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
Lion King, fun fact, Lion King was made by the B team of animators. Hey, that's a great segue to the news that Disney laid off a shit ton of people from Pixar despite the last Toy Story making $1 billion.
An item from Poppy's childhood.
Which is ridiculous.
Some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But?
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
Is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues.
These earmuffs, man.
A mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up
Damn.
like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by
Sure.
girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and... This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
So it's... Is it...
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
Okay.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
That's not it.
Damn. I think it has to do with this star. Oh! It's literally in this photo.
Let's take a closer look at this.
It's literally in the photo. That's really funny.
This blue book is the same thing as...
This book is literally the same book.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
That's so funny.
Either of these things.
I'm glad that Sally's getting some in here.
Freya didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary. Almost. Maybe just change one thing. Fifi thought there wasn't personal secrets within Freya's diary. Almost. maybe just... Freya thought there wasn't personal secrets within Freya's diary. Nope.
There's something about the diary Fifi doesn't want anyone to know.
Fifi.
Oh, yeah, okay.
To see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
It's that fun thing where you're like, oh, I just didn't get those words to fit together.
If you're trying to hide something.
You did not know Freya, so
I thought it was about what Freya wanted to do.
She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
All right, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. I need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them all 5, eyes blacked out. Despite everything I still have a promise to keep, I'll do my best. She could do with a little company. That sounds bad. So now, no. Oh, that's not where I meant to go.
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another?
I still can't. All right.
Let's come back later.
I don't believe you, but okay. Okay. Fun, are you going live at 1? Yes. Okay. Okay. Because I want to end here before we dive into too much more. You know, sometimes with games like this, you find that spot that you're like, that's a good spot. So I think this is the spot. But this is good. This is good. I kind of like that they did away with the percentages. You know, I like that they did away with the percentages. I definitely found that distracting in the first game. So I do like that. You know, I like not being worried about like, oh, did I do, you know, whatever. Like, hey, if it happens, it happens. And I'm sure we'll hit a thing with achievements where I'm like, oh, did I, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I did, you know, did I talk to everybody about everything? Whatever, you know, it's the way you do it. And they, you know, the game wants you to ask everybody about everything. That's why there's voice lines for everything, right? That's why there's voice lines for everything, because they expect you to go through and be like, what about this? What about this? What about this? You know, and only some of them are, relevant. But I do think, like, for me, the writing for this stands out in a really good way. Like, the characters all feel like they have a really solid voice. They all have very solid, not ideals, but characteristics. You know, their characteristics are really set. They're really clear. You know what kind of each of them are about. And you know, like you know, you have an idea with the clues where you're like, I should probably ask this person about this. I should probably ask this person about this. And if, you know, if it's something that hits, you know, and I think they also do a great job of being like, oh, you should ask this person about this. Oh, you should ask this person about this. You know, so you're not frantically putting stuff in front of people just to be like, do you have a response? You know? So I think that's really, really good. So yeah. As soon as Fauna is ready, we're gonna raid, and then I'm going to have to go because I have a podcast. I have a podcast interview at 3. And I want to I need to get a shower and all that and get set up. So I've got that I've got to finish. So, which is exciting. I'm really excited about the interview today. I took a chance on reaching out to somebody. You know, I took a chance on reaching out to somebody and was like, hey, would you be interested? Who is it? I feel weird talking about it, and I don't know why. You know? I don't know why I feel weird talking about it before Embrace the Weird. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't feel weird about it, right? Like I shouldn't feel like it's like, oh, like I'm ruining a secret or something. Like every other interview podcast talks about who it is. I'm interviewing Mike Bithell from Bithell Games. They have a new game coming out, and he was talking about like, hey, if anybody wants to talk about the new game and interview me, whatever. And I was like, hey, I wanted to have more video game developers on the podcast. And so I'm excited for that. And then I've also got one scheduled for like the 1st or 2nd week of August, with Jenny. Finally talking to Jenny.
Yo.
Jalen! Jalen, hello! Jalen, thank you for the resub for 73 months. I know you're ending, but I just gotta have a meeting. No worries, buddy. I hope work stuff is going all right. I hope work stuff during the summer. Working at a school during the summer has got to be fun. Ha ha ha! No, yeah, yeah, right. Fun. But no, I hope everything's been going well. I hope the AC is staying good. Is my big hope. I hope the AC and everything is staying strong, because I know if it goes down in a building like that, you got a minute. But yeah, so I've got an interview with Jenny in the start of August, which is great. I wanted to have Jenny on for a while, and it's when she's got some availability. So got some good times lined up on the podcast. I need to go through my notes, chat about see who I've said, because I tend to write down people, like when you have a conversation, someone pops in my head, I tend to write those down in my notes. I need to go through those notes, put those together, and see, who I've been thinking about. Because the important thing of putting notes, right? The reason you put notes together is so you don't forget, right? You're not relying on your bad memory. Oh my gosh. I need to see if anybody does proxies for for some of these old Arkham Horror cards. That would be great. Wonder if anybody does proxies for these, because like you're just not buying some of these. Do you know what I mean? It's just not happening. Like, I'm not paying $50 to somebody on BGG. I just refuse. If somebody was selling like a big collection, okay, we can talk about it, If somebody's selling a big collection, we can talk about it. I can make you proxies that be just short of card quality. Yeah, that would be great. That's the, I don't mind, some cards have to be double-sided, I think is the trick with Arkham Horror, but I think for me, the investigator cards are the ones that I would want to be really nice. I can do that too, lol. Yeah, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to, shockingly, I'm gonna send Jalen a message. But I wonder if somebody's already doing that, you know what I mean? I wonder, because like, how can you get mad if somebody's making proxies of a thing you don't make anymore? Matt, that's not how copyright works. I know, and it's stupid. It's silly. All right. Oh, Oh, it looks like looks like Fawn's badges are live. I didn't think those were live until Friday. All right. Fondant Games. I can spell. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm gonna send y'all to Fawn. Like I said, I'm gonna go have lunch and get a shower and do the podcast. And then I think tonight we're playing some marathon, which I'm very excited about. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna go real quick. Take care of yourself, everybody. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you stay fed. Make sure you stay cool. Stay inside if you're in that if you're in that smoke. That's what I'm gonna say. Whatever. I will see everybody. I got co-working tomorrow, and then Friday we'll be back to Tangle Tower. So see you then.